So then, Congressman, what do you make of repeated election-related falsehoods by the president and um, others within the GOP? And also, I mean, you also believe that there was voter fraud. So could you please explain? Do you think that there was enough voter fraud out there to change the outcome of the election?
I don't. Call me a cynic. I think there's voter fraud in every election. I mean, you see it from the smallest thing where an election machine may not work for an hour or for a day, or machines are broken. You see it when someone is registered to vote, but perhaps they move one county over and they thought they were still registered to vote, but they're not, and they cast a provisional ballot when they truly believe that they have the right to cast a normal ballot for an election. I've tried hard to educate myself on election law. There were states that violated their own election laws. My problem with it is it wasn't just, we weren't just trying to object to states that violated their own election laws in states that Republicans lost in. It happened in states where we won. And so why favor one over the other? Why aren't we looking at this? Why aren't we being equal opportunity in terms of the states that broke the laws, in terms of their election laws, and investigating voter fraud? There's a little bit of, or a lot of hypocrisy in that effort. I think it waters down our message. I've talked to folks in the state legislature in Pennsylvania. They tried to seek out relief in the state court and they were unable to. They're trying to seek out relief in federal court, but they also recognize that Congress doesn't have a role in adjudicating any allegations of voter fraud in their election system in the state of Pennsylvania. I mean, there is a role. The Congress doesn't have that role. We have three branches of government. Congress isn't the executive branch. We're not the judiciary, and we certainly aren't the state legislatures or a governor. And so our founders were very smart in the way that they created our Constitution. I told my voters that I would follow the Constitution tooth and nail, even if I didn't like the outcome of the election. I was a supporter of President Trump, but I cannot support the violence that happened last night. Rhetoric has real consequences. My life has been threatened. Someone threatened to shoot me on social media. I was accosted on the streets of DC on Tuesday night because of my pledge to certify the Electoral College votes yesterday. This is wrong. It needs to be condemned. It needs to stop. Enough is
Mhm.
enough. And we as a party, the Republicans, needed to acknowledge there's a problem. We need to take responsibility for it. We need to devise some solutions and we need to communicate those solutions to the American people so we can move forward and recover from all the losses we took yesterday. Everything we've accomplished over the last 4 years of a Trump presidency has been wiped out by the violence that we saw yesterday.